Okay, Sergio, do you have a particular topic you would like to discuss today?
Yes, I would like to discuss about consciousness.
Consciousness. Let me write this down. I have no memory, so consciousness. So, do you want to discuss a particular problem about consciousness, or you have a specific question? How do you want to proceed?
Yeah, I had a specific question. Is how to be more conscious about myself.
Okay. Okay, so I read to you what I understood. Question is how to be more conscious about myself. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. Now, are you okay that when there's a question, there is a problem?
Yes.
Yes. In fact, in Chinese, it's the same word. Okay. So you have a problem, if I understand well.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a principle I like before trying to answer a question. It's always better to answer to understand the problem. Otherwise, we don't know where we're going and what we're doing. Makes sense to you?
Yeah, it makes.
Okay. So I'm gonna, by the way, I'll do different moves during the discussion. If at any point you're bothered or you don't understand the, let's say, the step I'm taking, the move I'm making, just tell me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Yes. Yes.
is yes. Okay. You're just not generous. Okay, you're a guy. All right, fine. Okay. Okay. So let's then try to examine the problem. What is the problem behind the question how to be more conscious about myself, and try to be concise to answer the question. So do you know the problem or you don't know the problem?
I know the problem.
Okay, tell me.
I'd like to make it more conscious.
Tell you what, if it's
Hmm.
complicated, you make the complicated speech, and then after that we'll try to have something shorter. So do you have a clear idea in your mind, or right now it's a bit chaotic?
Now it's a bit long.
Okay, I tell you what, we're going to do this. Because sometimes people accuse me of being impatient and asking too much from my poor interlocutors. So you're going to make your whole speech, say whatever you want. When it's done, we'll try to make a more concise version. How's that?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Go ahead. Just I'll let you talk.
Yeah. So I'd like to be more conscious because quite often it happens with me that I have to do something. Yeah, I have to do my homework or project, um, and I'm just not like I'm sitting to start to write, but at the moment I'm just standing and go somewhere to eat or to look in the window or to do whatever it is there, um, and I don't notice it. Like I'm just somehow being awake at the window or at the fridge eating something. Um, so this bothers me because I can't do the work I would like to do.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, can we have the clean version of this in a one sentence? What is the main problem?
Yes, I would like to be more conscious because it doesn't allow me to do what I would like to do.
Okay. So your problem is you don't do what you would like to do.
Yeah.
Oh. So for example, you want to go drinking, you want to go drinking at the bar, and you can't do it. Is that it? Understand, right?
No, no, no. It's
Something
a,
stops you. God, I want to go to the bar. I can't. Is that it or no?
no, 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 no. It's a
Oh,
little bit more,
wait,
more.
wait. Just take it easy. Take it. Okay, so see here. Do you know why I said that?
Uh, yes.
Why?
Because I'm not specific.
Good. We're getting places. Yes, it's not specific enough. And that's a trick I use a lot. When people say something not specific, I take some wild interpretation of it. So it tries to be funny, and people realize they're not specific enough. Okay, so try to be more specific. It's not to do what you want to do, but something more specific. Try again.
Yeah. Something which doesn't give me pleasure right now. Yeah. Something.
Okay. Do you notice that the concept of pleasure was not present in your initial speech? Do you remember your
Yes,
initial
yes,
explanation?
yes.
There was no concept of pleasure in your
Mm-hmm.
initial speech. You remember?
Yeah.
So now your mind has just jumped. You went to Australia now, right?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Were you conscious of it?
Um, about this jump.
Yeah. Were you conscious before I mentioned it? Or rather, no.
No, no, no.
Okay. Is that what your problem is?
Yes, in a way, yeah.
Okay, well, can you name it? Can you give a word that would capture this?
A word.
Or a sentence if a word is too little. But I think a word that would be fine here. You know, you ask a guy about, what day is it? And he says, oh, my grandmother makes apple pies. What, say, what's going on here? What's his problem, this guy?
I associative? I don't know. Maybe.
Associative.
Yeah.
What you do, that's what you do, or that's what you want to do.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you have associative, I guess you mean thinking, right? Associative thinking.
Yeah, something. Mm-hmm.
But you don't want that, right? Or you want that?
I'd like to be able to switch.
Be nice, try to answer me. You mentioned associative,
I,
but that's what you do, or that's what you want to do?
that's what I'm doing.
Okay, but do you want to do it?
Yes.
No, then the world is, things are good. You do what you want to do. You want to be associative, you're associative. Life is great, no?
Yes.
So then then I don't see a problem. Or we solve it. I don't know. But things seems to be good.
They are not, because I can't be like more structured.
Okay. But associative and structure goes together, or it's rather opposite?
They're rather opposite.
Okay. So do you want to be associative, or you want to be structured?
Mm.
Or you want both?
I want to be structured.
Okay. So you don't want to be associative.
Yes.
Look, Giorgio, we did a very simple thing. You did one thing. You name it, call it associative. I say, is it fine? Say, yes, it's fine. And then I say, what's the opposite? Is structured? I said, you want to be structured? Yeah, I want to be structured. Now we're in a situation where you want one thing and the opposite. Do you notice?
Yes.
Is that something that happens to you, to want one thing and the opposite at the same time?
Yeah, it happens.
Is that the problem you're speaking about? Would you call it consciousness?
I didn't get the last part.
Is that the problem? Because the problem you mentioned was consciousness. I'm asking you if the fact you want one thing and the opposite at the same time has to do with your problem of consciousness. Or you don't know.
It
Just tell me, does it has to do? Yes, no, or I don't know.
it has.
It has
It
to.
happened.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, in life, you meet people that contradict themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's common, no?
Yes.
Are they conscious they contradict themselves?
More often, no.
More often, no. Okay, so we are in the right business here. You contradict yourself. You're not conscious, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's a different problem, the one you mentioned earlier in your story, but still, we're still in the same business. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. So what is needed here in order to see there's a contradiction? What is needed? Do you have a verb to say what should be done or no?
To see the contradiction?
No, I would prefer to see the contradictions. It's okay, it's French humor, don't worry.
I'm far from it.
One of my favorite tricks, to puzzle people. They say, "You mean to have pizza?" No, I meant to have pizza. They look at me funny, That's how I check if people are alive or if their brain has little difficulties. If they catch humor, they're alive. They don't have a problem. Anyway, so don't worry, it's cheap humor. I agree with you. So yeah, so do you have a verb for that? To be able to see the contradiction? What should be done? What should be done generally is a verb. Verb are the words of action. You know that?
Mhm.
To
Conceptualize, I think.
To conceptualize, yeah. To conceptualize, yeah. So when you meet people who contradict themselves, you're going to say, "Hey, man, you should conceptualize." You're going to tell them that?
No.
You're going to have a funny reputation in your neighborhood. It's the weird. He wants you to conceptualize. Yeah. You have some words.
I think
Yeah.
yes, to observe.
To observe. Okay.
Yeah.
Consciousness, observing. We're in the family resemblance, no?
Yeah, they have something
to observe. Yeah, okay. But observe, observe the cats in the street.
No, myself. To observe myself.
Yeah. Well, just yourself or what is being said? Or just what you look like?
To observe myself and how my behavior in order to.
Yeah. Can it be as well other people or just you?
Yeah, that would be a good idea to observe others.
Okay, so observe in general. But is it physical observation? Like seeing, listening, or is something else?
That's a part of it too, but also is to make some assumptions about their thinking.
Wait. Jesus. Is it more physical or is it more something else, which is not physical?
Oh.
What's the opposite of physical in general?
I know that.
Yeah, right. This. You have a word for this?
Yeah. Psychologically, let's say.
Okay, let's call it
psychological
or mental. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So are you more concerned with something physical or more something psychological?
Yeah, I'd say it's some more psychological to say.
So you have a verb that implies to observe something psychological. It's a mental process. But you don't have a verb for that.
Thinking. observe thinking, but it's yeah.
Thinking, like when you have to think about buying beer at the store.
I'm sorry.
Thinking like when you say, "Oh, I have to think about buying beer at the store." Is that this type of thinking?
No, it's more about the impulses.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I see you're struggling. I'm going to propose to you a verb. You want?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
It's a very sophisticated word. I don't know if you ever heard this verb, but maybe we can translate it in Romanian. It's called to focus. To focus.
Oh.
Ah. How do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you say this in Romanian?
Focus. Te focusa.
Focus. I suspected. So it's not English problem. You have to focus. Okay,
Yeah.
focusing. So the fact you have a hard time finding the word focus, is it because you have a hard time to focus?
Yeah.
It's cute, no? Huh? You can't find focus because you cannot focus.
Yeah, I don't have this.
It's
My
both
brain.
it's both performative and content problem. It's funny.
Yeah.
So focusing is a problem for you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Means what?
Yes.
Yeah. When you say are you focused or not?
Hmm.
And as well, yeah. Are you focused when you make those sounds?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you remind me of a story where the the woman is speaking to her husband. Husband is reading newspaper, and once in a while he goes to his wife, You know this kind of situation.
Yes. I think
Is he focused, the guy?
it is focused, but on something else.
Okay. Well, then he's not. You can say he's not focused. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh? Plus, he's probably doing two things at the same time. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Is it funny that these sounds you make already indicate a focus problem?
Yes.
How do you know that is not focused? What would be a, if I have to explain to someone like this guy doing it, it's not focused? Oh, what's happening? Is there some microphone open now? I got weird.
Yeah, he turned off.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I have to explain to the guy doing to his wife that he's not focused. Do you have an argument to explain how this is a sign of being not focused?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I could ask him on what he is focused and show that there's a difference. Oh.
You don't ask him anything. It's not asking time here. It's explanation time. You know, there's moments for everything. Now, I don't want to question to him. You see, because the guys, you tell him, you're not focused now when you say to your wife. You say, what do you mean I'm not focused? I answered. So you're supposed to explain why is a sign of not being focused. Do you have an explanation for the poor guy? Oh, you don't?
No, I don't have it now.
Well, do you have children or no?
No.
Okay, well, if ever one day you have children, you will notice that you will have to teach them to speak. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Yes. But the child, you know what he does before he learns to speak? You know what he does?
He's mumbling like,
yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, he makes sounds. You see? He makes sounds, he makes noises. Yeah. He doesn't make words yet. Yeah. And in fact, at first, if you're like me, you won't understand it. You'll have to ask the mother. Mothers are smart on this. What does he say? I don't understand. you know. So then
Yeah.
he has to learn to make words. He has to go from sounds to words. You understand?
Yes.
And you know, beside the fact it's more understandable for others, you know what is the big psychological difference of going from sounds to words?
You need to.
You can use your favorite, you can use your favorite verb that you impress the neighbors with.
Oh, yeah. To conceptualize, yeah, you need to
Yeah.
have a.
Right. Yeah. You have to conceptualize. That's what the words are, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's you use words, they're concept, they're more specific. You have to, yeah. And in order to conceptualize this child, well, does he have to learn to focus?
Yes.
Otherwise, he's just expressing some vague feeling, a vague perception. Yeah, he has to focus. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah, it makes sense.
So is that what your problem is, or it's different?
Yes, I think yes.
So tell me the problem.
I can't focus, so I can't conceptualize.
Okay, just the first part is good enough. Okay, you cannot focus. Yeah. And in fact, remember the story you said you're trying to do homework, blah, blah, blah. You remember?
Yeah.
Does focusing here make sense?
Yeah, it makes.
Try to explain again that story about the homework by using the verb to focus.
Yes. So I'm starting to do my homework, and at the moment I'm not focusing anymore. So I'm standing and go and look at the window or do some of my stuff.
Yeah,
And after that, I'm focusing again and noticing that I'm not
yeah,
doing work.
yeah. But you said that, you remember there was something interesting you said. You said, I'm looking at the window and I don't even realize I'm looking at the window. Remember? So first, I'm not focusing on the work. My mind wanders away. I'm looking at the window and I don't see I am looking at the window. You remember when you explained it? It was nice. There was a double problem. You see why I say that?
Yes. 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 Because
There is what?
I'm not focusing at the work, and after that, I'm just lost.
Yeah. And then reuse focus again for the second part.
Mm, I'm being focused again at the window.
No. Well, no, because if you'd be focusing on the window, you would be conscious of what's happening. See? First, you cannot focus on the homework, then you cannot focus on yourself. You don't know what you're doing.
Oh,
You
yes.
see that when you look at the window, you are wondering. You okay with the one? You know the verb to wonder?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, your mind is wandering, is drifting away. You don't realize that your mind is looking through, that you're looking out the window. Do you agree?
Yes.
But what's common to both is the lack of focus. First, you don't focus on the homework, then you don't focus on your own mind.
Yes.
Same problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
Uh, it's nice here because I noticed it.
You happy?
Yes.
Good. Okay. All right. So your whole problem is the focusing problem, but it's so much a problem that you don't even know what it's called. It's funny, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you call consciousness, we can call it focusing.
Yes.
You know, did you ever use take pictures, use camera or something to take pictures?
Sometimes I'm using it. Yeah.
Okay. You know what it is? What when there's a problem with focus in the camera, what is the what does it mean there's a focus problem?
It doesn't have a clear point where it's like clear. It's like
Right. Okay. It doesn't have a
somehow
clear,
lost.
the camera does right?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Camera, yeah. Okay. Okay. So at least now we're more focused. Your problem is a focus problem. Okay. All right. Now,
Yes.
you know why you have a hard time to focus. First of all, but before why, have you noticed that in your life, this focusing issue in general?
Yes.
So beside the homework issue for the course, when or how have you noticed the problem with focus? In which context have you noticed it?
Mhm. Sometimes I'm going to buy some stuff, a lot of, and it's happening that I'm forgetting it. Sometimes I'm also doing well, it's like again about forgetting. Um,
Well, wait, just stop a second. Well, can forgetting be one element of focusing? Can be a
first,
form of lack of focus to forget.
yeah,
Can you explain?
why? Because I'm not focused on what I need to have
Right.
with me.
So what happens to your mind at that moment? What does it do?
I'm just in the future planning.
In the future, or can it be in the past as well?
Hmm.
Can you sometimes lack focus because something happened to you before which is bothering you?
Yeah, it can happen.
Okay, so it's not necessarily the future. It can be the past, right? And is it
Mhm.
only a time issue, or can it be as well a spatial issue, or only time?
Yes, it can be. Yeah.
Yeah, you ever had that experience where you're not focused, but it's a space problem? Have you ever, do you have that experience or no?
Huh. I
Or you cannot think of any?
I don't have this
Uh,
concrete example.
do you drive?
Yeah.
Well, do you ever when you drive? Do you ever have that experience where you drive, but your mind is wandering? It's elsewhere, and suddenly you're someplace and you say, "Oh, I'm here,"
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly it dawns on you you're there, and it's like you're surprised to be there.
Yes, it happens sometimes.
And so you can even miss the exit on the highway. Did you ever miss an exit on the?
Hmm. No, that doesn't happen. Like I'm going.
Never you missed an exit on the highway. Never, never, never.
Maybe sometime it happens, but
Yeah.
it's.
Otherwise, I'm jealous because I do it regularly. I ask you, how do you do this?
Well, I have just few ways of going in there straight forward. So
Well, you never get lost when you go.
no.
You
We don't
never
have a
get.
huge.
God, you don't even need GPS. How do you do that? You know.
Just
Okay.
Moldova, like it's a small country, and you can get lost here.
I can get. Okay. Well,
They're holding myself.
I
They're
got.
holding me by borders.
Well, I got lost in Chisinau. Okay, but next time I go to Chisinau, you'll tell me how not to get lost. Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right, fine. Anyway, so you understand it can be not just time was, but it can be as well a space issue. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can be as well a thinking issue where we discuss about something and your mind is somewhere else, not really in the discussion. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you see, it can be time, it can be space, it can be about coherence or logic. Yeah.
Yes.
So in different way, but we're not there. Yeah. We're not there, not focused. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yeah. And you know, it can be a global existential problem. Do you understand why?
Because I'm not being here. I'm
Yeah.
not being in the moment.
No, not just the moment, but in life. Did you ever have the experience that you have the impression you're lost in your life?
Oh, yes.
Ah, okay. So it's as well an existential issue. Yeah?
Yes.
So that speaks to you more than my driving issue. Well, when you have the impression to be lost in your life, how does that work? How can you explain it?
I have the feeling that I'm doing not the things I would like or I find I'm meaning in them.
Okay, so you have intentions, will, desire, whatever, but you're not with it.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a discrepancy between your life project and what you're doing. Yeah.
Yes.
But there can be two reasons why people do this. One is because they get lost and they forget. Others is because they don't really have a life project. So they cannot focus because there's no a priori life project. You see different things?
And there are different things?
Well, yeah, I'll repeat.
Yes.
One is that you have a life project, but you forget it.
Yes.
Second one is you actually don't have a life project. So it's not that you forget, it's simply you have no clear direction.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. But because you said, it means it's more the second case. Do you have the impression your life has direction or no?
It's more I have direction.
You have this. You have direction, yeah? Yes.
Like it's not a clear point, but it's a
well, imagine you're in the car. Say turn left, turn right. Well, I know I gotta turn, but I don't know which one. You know?
Yes. Then in this case, I would say no, I don't have a clear direction.
Okay. So you see, and what's interesting for me, when there's a cognitive issue, in generally, there's always behind an existential issue.
I see.
Makes sense?
It makes sense.
So if you're not focused, there's a discrepancy between you and yourself.
I don't see the difference between me and myself.
Well, you don't know the fundamental human schizophrenia, the fracture of the self doesn't speak to you. You understand the idea of the fracture of the self?
No. I think it's again this language barrier.
Oh, because you don't know how to say that in Romanian? Or it's a thinking problem?
I think I don't know how to say it in Romanian.
Okay. Well, how do you say fracture, broken in Romanian?
Rupt, fracturat.
Okay, fracturazzo. You see? I knew it was not a language issue. Fracturazzo. Okay, good. And self. How do you say self?
Sine.
Sine. So fracturazzo, sine. Get it now?
Yeah, as a word, I get them, but I can't see how it works.
Okay, so it's not a language problem, it's a thinking problem.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you know the concept of alienation, and I'm pretty sure in Romania it must be something like alienația.
Alienat. Yes, yes, yes.
That's the
You're
advantage
good at it.
of Latin languages. You can always take a risk. When I speak Italian, I don't know a word. I always try a French or a Spanish word. It often works. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And alienation. Do you see the connection with alienation? Or no?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know
Yes,
what the etymology of alienation?
No.
You have not studied Latin, and you guys don't study your the mother.
Only French.
Only French. Yeah. Well, it comes alien, which means others, like the aliens. You know, the people from outer space. They're aliens. It means from outside. Alien means other, out. Yeah. Other. Yeah. So you're other to yourself. For example, maybe you were a child since you were in a communist country, or I don't know how old you were. You probably studied the concept of alienation of Karl Marx. You ever heard of it or no?
No, never.
Well, it's when you're a worker, you're paid to do a job, but that's not good for you existentially. You just sell yourself. You sell yourself to some capitalists, and you sell your being, and you to do a job to earn money. So you're other to yourself. You're doing something wrong because that's not what would be good for your own existence, but you do it to survive. You sell yourself. You understand it?
Yes, yes.
In a short way, that's the Marx idea. You never heard of it? Okay, all right. Well, okay. I guess when you were young, you had given up studying Marxism and Leninism, but there was interesting concepts in Marxism and Leninism, like the one of alienation. Anyhow, so you have the impression sometimes that you're alienated, that you're doing something for whatever reason, and that's not what you would really like to do, what you should do, and then you betray yourself. You ever have this feeling?
Yes. Do
Do you have an example?
Yes. I'm just now having a project which I like. It doesn't fit at all with me, but I need to do it.
Yeah,
I need to finish the project.
Well, why you say you need it?
Somehow, because I started it and it needs to be go till the end, and I have like some people involved in there.
Wait. You lose me already. Are you saying that something could never be stopped?
No, it can be stopped.
So it's not because you started it that you have to finish it. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. There's never a good reason I started it. Otherwise, when you start some stupid things, you have to finish a stupid thing. No, of course you can change your mind. So why do you have to finish it when it's alienating you?
Because
just one reason.
I can't leave people in there in the process.
Why not?
Because in this case we'll have like a big chaos there.
Who? They will have chaos?
They will have.
Wait. Why is that your problem?
Because this is like not a very good thing for my future. Like I think I will work with them in future in some other cases.
So wait, is it simply because a moral issue, you don't want to do something bad to those people, or is it that you will lose something?
I will lose their trust.
Yeah, but so what?
I can't work with them in future.
Yeah, but why do you need to work with them in the future?
In
If
order to have,
you have what?
in order to have an
What?
impact, or to have a greater impact on to do my idea, to realize them.
You want impact. Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to impact. Impact what? A group of people, society, humanity? What do you want to impact?
More group of people.
You want to impact those people, yeah?
Yeah, or maybe some of them.
Well, you want to impact some people.
Yes, yes.
Why, why, why do you want to impact some people? You see, I'll tell you a little secret I discovered is that people often create obligations for themselves. Ever heard of this?
Yes.
Yeah. So when people say I have obligation, I always check what is the nature of the obligation. You see, huh? I'm not saying that this obligation has no reason, but I'm trying to find out. And here I'm not clear. It looks like a moral issue, but at the same time, it looks as well like a practical issue. I don't get it. What is it? Or you don't know? It's just vague in your mind.
I think it's more of a moral issue.
It's a moral.
Yeah.
So you're a moral guy. You want to do good things.
Yes.
Well, you got a moral education.
Yes.
Okay. Good Orthodox parents.
Not very Orthodox, but good.
Good. Okay. Just traces of Orthodox. Yeah. And
they are just like.
Tell me one important moral principle that taught you. I love moral principle. Give me one that taught you that's really important.
Well, you need to do good for the people.
You need to, well, that's that's a secret of alienation.
No, it's secret.
What?
No, it's secret.
No, I know, but no, it's not. It's a Pulcinello's secret. It's a secret everybody knows, but we don't want to. Do you know what to do good things for other people? Do you know why it's a secret for alienation?
It's a secret for alienation.
It's a key. It's the key to alienation.
Oh, because you're not doing for yourself.
Yes, you give up. That's the basic of alienation. Yeah, you give up on what would be good or for you, and because you want what's good for other people. Yeah.
Yes.
And at that point, you lose focus because you're not focused on your existence. You're focused on what you think you have to do for other people.
Yes.
You familiar with this problem?
Yes.
Well, then no wonder you're not focused in your homework. Your whole life is a non-focusing life. You're lost into all kinds of things and you don't even know what it is. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you see, consciousness is not very present there, right?
Can I see what?
Consciousness is not very present in your system. You see, when people have a hard time focusing on a homework, the issue is not the homework. The issue is the way people function.
Yes.
Homework is a detail. See, if you're not focused when you look out of the window, it's not because of the window. It's because you have a general existential dynamic, which is a non-focusing, non-conscious dynamic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes.
So I think it's a good time to stop our little discussion and try to reach some conclusions. So, okay, so your question was how to be more conscious about myself, you see? And that's what we've been working on, yeah?
Yes.
Well, can you try now to answer your question?
To find what I want and to focus on it.
What sounds good. Simple. I like that. Okay. So what did you think about our discussion? First of all, did you like it or not?
Yes, I like it.
Tell me why.
Um, First of all, I was thinking about the way I'm making decisions, and you are helping me when I'm avoiding to see some points if I have something or I don't have something. Um, and also, it was nice that I found this idea of how to be more conscious at the end of the day,
Mm.
just to see what I would like and to go there.
Is there a particular idea that you picked up in our discussion and you still remember and say, "Oh, that's an interesting insight that I don't know, I either discovered or rediscovered any insight
Mhm.
you
This point of this is not an like the angle of going is not a direction, like a specific point is a direction.
Okay, you mean the lack of focus, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes,
You aim too big.
yes.
Yeah.
Or it's not too big, but I would like to go somewhere there, and I will find out what I would like, what I will like more next step.
Yeah, but if I understand right, you say you go in too many directions at the same time.
Oh,
That's what I mean by too big, no?
this one,
Or no, that's
no, no, no.
to explain again.
Well, I have a direction.
Yeah, but you see where your hands are going? I have a direction. Does it look
Like
like a
this is the
direction?
direction, like
Wait,
90 degrees.
does that would you call that a direction?
Uh yes, it gives some vector. It's not
Because me,
backward.
I call this a panorama. You know, panorama?
Yes.
It doesn't look like a direction. Looks like a panorama. You know, it looks big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't want to reach like all of here, all of this panorama, but some point of it which is not very clear.
All right. Did anything surprise you in our discussion?
Mm, this this
Yeah.
as a sign of non-thinking.
Mm.
That was a discovery for me, which
Well,
I
thinking maybe, but not
never.
focused thinking. Panorama thinking.
Yes.
All right, good. Okay. So maybe you're tired. Do you want to add something or ask something before we stop, or you're good?
I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
But I really recommend to you to watch the recording afterwards because we saw lots of things. And when you're caught in the process, maybe you don't. It's hard to focus on each of them. So try afterwards to look at the recording and take some notes and observation. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to stop our discussion and see if people have some questions or comments. Either we'll first take people that want to speak. If you're shy, you can write on the Google Doc, which is indicated. And yes, and you can write your question or comments. But first, let's see if some people